Now, as a solid member of the weeb community, I need to make something clear here. There are certain shows that you just cannot watch in public. Cause yesterday I just saw a dude watching High School of the Dead on a public train. I mean, come on! And guess just what happened after that? We watched it together, of course. But that's not the reason why I'm here today. I got a top 10 list of anime that you cannot watch in public. But before we dive into the weirdest of anime, let me introduce you to a new game that you definitely should check out. And that is Girls Frontline 2, Exilium. This game is a whole new level of excitement. It's a 3D strategy RPG where you'll lead your team of tactical dolls through intense missions, battling enemies and uncovering deep conspiracies. And guess what? We've got a brand new event to talk about, and that is the Rhapsody Quartet. In Exilium, you're the commander, calling the shots in epic tactical battles. The game features some seriously cool turn-based combat mechanics where you'll have to use strategy to outsmart your enemies. But it's not just about battles, there's so much more. You'll get to interact with your dolls in fully 3D environments, upgrade their weapons, and even customize their outfits. The new limited-time Rhapsody Quartet event is here to bring even more action and rewards. You'll find new elite dolls like Macchiato and Tololo, plus exclusive outfits and weapons including Macchiato's ballroom interlude outfit and her powerful bittersweet caramel rifle. If you're into tactical gameplay and want to look stylish while doing it, well, this event is for you. Let's talk strategy quick. The game offers some serious depth with its terrain-based combat mechanics. Find cover, control high ground, and exploit enemy weaknesses. And if you're a fan of customizing your dolls, the refitting room and dormitory are a dream. You can check out their outfits, see them relax, and just vibe with your team. And definitely don't forget about the platoon system. Join a platoon for extra rewards, daily missions, and exclusive battle modes. It's a whole new way to play and level up with your friends. And here's the best part. Log in now to claim the elite doll Papasha for free. Yeah, you heard that right. Just log in after the new patch update and she's all yours. Plus, starting January 1st, participate in the login event start of the year. Accumulate logins and earn collapse pieces times 1,000 to kick off 2025 with a bang. So what are you waiting for? Download Girls Frontline 2 Exilium now and dive into all the action. Head to the link in the description down below and don't forget to follow them on social media to stay up to date with all the latest events and updates. And if you want an easy way to start, here's a QR code just for you, so you can scan and get on into the game. So, get ready, Commander. Your dolls are waiting, and there's a whole new world to explore. Don't miss out on this event. It's gonna be a blast. Alright, let's get back to the business. Here's my list of the top 10 anime you cannot watch in public. To kickstart the list, we have Junjiito Maniac, Japanese Tales of the Macabre. Now, the first time I saw this, I was like, this is pretty mid. It didn't carry any of the Junji Ito spookiness from the manga, and then I recently saw Uzumaki, and yeah, this series is a masterpiece. It's awesome, freaking phenomenal. Anyways, jokes aside, this anthology adapts some of Junji Ito's most bone-chilling horror tales, delivering one of the most absurd and spooky visuals and narratives that showcase the master of horror's genius. While the anime's unsettling art and grotesque imagery make it an instant hit for horror fans, it's an absolute no-go in public. The last thing you want is for someone to glance at your screen and see something like this. Junji Ito Maniac is a visual feast of terror, combining an unsettling atmosphere with existential dread. And the stories vary in intensity, but the overall sense of unease lingers long after the credits roll. So even though not a perfect adaptation, it still does a great enough job to scare the crap out of you. And at number 9, we have A Kite. Now, this is a cult classic that, for some damn reason, has been completely forgotten by the anime community. But that ain't gonna stop me talking crap, is it? So this anime balances breathtaking action sequences with heavy, mature content. Following a teenage assassin manipulated by corrupt figures, the story dives into themes of revenge, corruption, and the loss of innocence. While its intense action choreography and haunting atmosphere is impressive, the explicit content and brutal violence solidify its status as an anime you just don't want to get caught watching. The animation, especially for its time, is striking, with brutal yet captivating action that keeps you on the edge of your seat. If you like Black Lagoon or Ergo Proxy, you're definitely going to dig the brutal action of this show. The soundtrack complements the raw, urban setting, pulling you deeper into the main character's grim world. However, if you put this anime on the big screen in front of your friends and family, I think you need to think a second. Because the explicit scenes, yes, the ones you are thinking about right now in your head, and the brutal stuff, definitely not something a regular watcher would see. So keep that one in mind. Next up at number 8, we have the Fruit of Graa series. This show is wild. A wild mix of psychological drama, dark secrets, and harem tropes, making it both compelling and extremely awkward, especially to watch when someone else is even remotely close. The story centers around the mysterious main character who is a transfer student at a private school where there are only 5 other students, and all of them are girls. And no, this isn't prison school, so don't you expect anything of that caliber. The narrative shifts between serious explorations of trauma and over-the-top comedic or fan service moments, keeping you on your toes, contrasting the general perception of the show you will get after hearing the synopsis. And the series is quite decent when it comes to character development, peeling back the layers of each girl's tragic story while tying their growth to the main character's enigmatic presence. And talking about the girls, let's introduce them one by one. So we've got a maid, a generic tsundere, a lolly, the kurere, and a girl who really wants a boyfriend. And if this doesn't scream ecchi harem stuff, I just don't know what does. Anyways, the animation is crisp, and the soundtrack amplifies the emotional highs and lows, and by any chance you are thinking of watching this anime with someone else, make sure that person is just as degenerate and mentally unstable as you. Otherwise, the ecchi and the psychological dark stuff will create an interesting atmosphere. So with that in mind, give this one a try. After that, at number 7, we have Domestic Girlfriend. Now there's just no way, no freaking way you haven't heard about this anime. Like, I've talked about this at least 10 times on this channel alone, and probably 100 times elsewhere. So if you are still one of those innocent minds who still haven't seen this one, just skip to the next place. I don't want to destroy your purity. For God's sakes, why are you even still here? Anyway, what begins as a high school romance spirals into a dungeon of forbidden love, step-sibling dynamics, and emotional turmoil that feels like... I've got no idea what that feels like. Because I'm sane, and because that was the last time you played ping pong with your stepsister. Yes, not sister, sisters. The story follows our main character caught in a love triangle, and I'm going too fast, let's start from the beginning. So when a mama bird finds a daddy bee, okay, that's way too far in the beginning. Let's cut to the middle. So this dude meets a random girl at a party, finds her attractive, and they decide to have an intense ping pong match for one whole night. And then a few days later, he finds out that the girl is his new stepsister. And wait, I'm not done. This dude had a huge crush, and I mean a huge crush, on his teacher. And guess what? She is also his new stepsister. Oh, and don't worry, there's definitely no ping pong match between these two anyway. If you want to watch this show in public, then you might as well have a death wish, cause watching The Promised Neverland Season 2, well, that will cause you less embarrassment. So if you want to watch this anime, put biometric locks on your door, use high quality headphones, and grab a box of tissues cause you'll need them. Next up at number 6, we've got Sumo Momomo, The World's Strongest Bride. Now this anime may appear as a harmless rom-com, but the absurd premise of a girl begging her reluctant fiancé for martial arts babies can raise more than a few eyebrows in public. So despite its eccentric setup, this anime is a gem for fans of absurd comedy. The guy's deadpan reactions to the bride's passionate pursuit make for hilariously mismatched chemistry. The martial arts battles are delightfully exaggerated, blending humor and action in a way almost like Ranma half did. And while its humor can feel juvenile at times, the show's commitment to its wacky premise makes it a uniquely entertaining ride. Just keep your headphones on, cause explaining marriage for the strongest baby to curious onlookers that doesn't sound very fun. And yeah, I know the series has tons of fan service, but underneath that, you see the characters are more than just fan service comedy machines. Despite the ridiculousness, their storylines manage to make you care deeply for their troubles and wish the best for them. Then at number 5, we have Strike the Blood, a supernatural action anime that knows exactly what it is, a power fantasy filled with action, vampires, and a healthy dose of fan service. The story follows an unassuming high schooler who becomes the 4th progenitor, a legendary vampire, and without any delay, Bro starts growing his harem full of allies as they battle dark forces. The show shines in its fast-paced action sequences, creative use of magic, and, well, the well-designed characters. If you enjoyed High School DxD, you'll feel right at home here. And if by any chance you want to watch this in public, just forget the anime, you need help. Anyways, despite its fan service overload reputation, Strike the Blood balances its moments of levity with intense battles and intriguing lore. It's highly entertaining if you lean into the chaos, and just don't overthink it. It's just a straightforward anime meant for visual enjoyment, so hold on, that sounded wrong. And next up at number 4, we have Daughters of Mimosine? I think that's how you say it. An intoxicating mix of supernatural thriller that is filled with mystery and mature content. Following an immortal private investigator, the series spans decades as she uncovers sinister plots and survives countless brutal encounters. It's gripping, it's intense, and unafraid to dive into dark, provocative themes. The show's non-linear storytelling and rich lore keep you hooked, while its stylish action sequences and nuanced characters make it stand out. Think Psycho-Pass meets Ghost in the Shell, but with a much more heavier dose of adult content and a much more elaborate name. The immortal angle adds depth to the main character's character, exploring the cost of eternal life in a violent world. And between the graphic violence and steamy scenes, yes, the show is very cultured in that way as well, the anime doesn't shy away from shocking visuals that would be not the best scene for a random guy to see. So if you don't want to be judged in public as a complete maniac, then just close your door, put your headphones on, and enjoy. After that, at the third spot of today's list, we have 2.5-Dimensional Seduction. This anime is an unapologetic love letter to the world of cosplay and otaku culture. The story follows Okamura, a straight-laced student who gets drawn into the world of cosplay when he meets another passionate cosplayer, and this girl just emits a motivational aura. I mean, if I had a friend like that, life would have been quite different. The show thrives on humor, fan service, and over-the-top moments that capture the joy of fandom. I usually don't talk about this topic, but the anime censors out some pretty intense scenes from the manga, and thank God for that. Otherwise, forget the anime, I would be enjoying something else. Hey, don't look at me like that. We both know what you got in the Chrome search bar. Oh, and FYI, incognito doesn't do shit. Anyways, the show is undeniably fun, but explaining why someone's half-dressed on your screen to a random passerby, well, it might not be the best thing to do this weekend, so do you and me a favor and watch it alone. Overall, this anime is a blast for fans of meta-anime humor, almost similar to Genshiken or My Dress Up Darling. It's funny, self-aware, and surprisingly sweet, but definitely not something you would like to miss out on. Next up in second place, we have Otona Joi no Anime Time. Now, this anime is definitely a rare gem, a rare commodity, a show that delivers short, poignant stories about the lives of adult women who are tackling themes of love, regret, and societal expectations. And for those Einsteins who don't know what an anthology means, it means a show which is divided into short stories that are not interconnected. So think of every Makoto Shinkai film combined into a series. You'll get the same vibe and same feelings, but with different stories. Anyway, that's enough lecture for today, so this anthology is basically a short synopsis of what a good anime can actually do, cause this is way too realistic. Each episode packs an emotional punch, exploring the bittersweet realities of adulthood. The grounded characters are subtle, reflective tone sets it apart from typical anime fare, and if you are wondering what's the reason to keep it private, its raw, sometimes uncomfortable portrayal of adult life isn't exactly light entertainment, and you might find yourself ugly crying in the middle of a coffee shop. But the show's ability to resonate on a deeply personal level makes it an unforgettable watch. So I believe this is best enjoyed in solitude. And if you are not in the mood to watch this show right now, I guess that's fine. But at some point or another in your anime watching lifetime, you need to watch these episodes. It's not because they're episodes full of cutesy girls doing cutesy things, mindless shonen entertainment, or mind-bending plot twists. You should watch these episodes purely because they showcase what it means to live. So give this one a try when you're ready. And at the top spot of today's list, we have none other than Elfen Lied. Now, if you value your reputation, don't even think about watching this show outside the safety of your own room. I mean, the show literally opens with a blood-soaked sequence of unrestrained carnage with limbs flying all over the place. But it doesn't stop there, oh no, it's a mix of gratuitous violence and some jaw-dropping explicit stuff that'll leave you in a state of where you will be incapable of thinking straight. I'm not even thinking straight right now. You think I'm joking? Well, the truth is I'm not, because beneath the gore and controversy lies a hauntingly beautiful story about a genetically engineered being known as Diclonius, who struggles with her fractured humanity while the series explores themes of abuse, revenge, and existential despair. And I don't know how, but this show is emotional, brutal, gory, and all at the same time. And if you take even one of those factors out, the show wouldn't feel the same. So overall, this is one of the better animes I have ever watched, and you should watch it too. And do it all for the pure sake of story and trauma. Trust me, after you watch this one, you're gonna have a lot to talk about with your therapist. Well, that's the list for today, guys. If you were able to make it this far, please be sure to comment on what shows you think would be better to watch in the dark. Tell me the ones that you've seen already on this list, or tell me the ones that you believe should be on this list. And also, if you like this content, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and press on that bell icon and set us all to be notified about all our latest new videos. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.